All right, 5 comments in 5 minutes. We'll put a timer up. We'll talk about 5 comics in 5 minutes. Last week we did pretty good. I think we almost hit it in time.
Yeah, you went
This
a
week,
little bit over at the end there, but I think we could do it this week.
okay, let's see what we got this week. It's usually going to be a comic, a top sale for a comic, and then a watchable comic or a most sell comic, and maybe something else.
Kind of spread it around with a few different options for you.
You won't say
I try to
anything
put
for
little
5.
headers in. So we're going to start the clock now. All right. Our first one is going to be a big sale. Last week we did that in Werewolf by Night. This week we have Fantastic Four number 48 selling in a 9.4 for $30,000.
Nice. I wish I would have
This is
picked
our
up more.
big ticket sale.
This wasn't that big, like 6 years ago, 5 years ago. It wasn't that. It was starting to get take on. It started to be there. We do have a super chat though that's going to throw us off by a couple seconds. AOA, thank you very much for the $5. Marco is a monster. Marco is a monster. Captain America. Okay. Well, thank you for the $5 super chat, AOA. Back to this.
Yeah.
This amazing. That's great. I'm glad this is one of the best Fantastic Four covers in my opinion. I love the Watcher
Really?
that's on it.
49 better as a cover.
I enjoy the Watcher though. I think the Watcher.
I like the Watcher. I mean, I love this issue because I love Silver Surfer, but that 49 cover is pretty sweet too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's amazing. That's selling for $30K, man. It's
30K. 30K best offer on. They wanted 35, and they still got 30. But
good.
Crazy. That's the big ticket sale. Next up, we do have Moon Knight. We do have Moon Knight number 1.
Hey, look, it's the 3K. It's all 3 of the Moon Knight characters.
It is.
In the middle.
The last week, there's over 180 sales. I did the numbers like yesterday, so there could have been more today. But basically, since last Wednesday, 180 plus sales on this book.
180 plus
sales. 60, $100 raw for this. Wow. $1,200.98.
I love this book. I don't care. It's awesome.
All of those sales were on April 5th, which was yesterday. Those 3 sales, the 60, the 99, and the 1,200, because there's so many to choose from. I just picked yesterday because that's when I grabbed this stuff.
Well, there you go. Oh, that's the girl for the Lisa right there in the front, isn't it?
Yeah. Next up, again, I don't know if it's related to the rumors of that actress, but First Silver Sable is also doing pretty well. There's only about like 40 sales or so the last week, but when I looked at the prices, it's like $60 raw. But these last couple of 9/8 sales were like $600 and then $750. This is up from just a couple of weeks ago. This was only a $500 9/8. This was like $400, $500
6 months ago when it was less than half that price.
Yeah. So whatever reason, this last week it kind of jumped a little bit. Last week or 2, I should say. But we're halfway through, 2.5 minutes. Voltron. Yes, there's movie news that there might be supposedly a live action thing coming. I don't know if it's coming to Netflix or the theaters or what. But Voltron number 1 from, was it 1985, has also been selling pretty well. Again, another like 40 to 50 sales this last week, but it's like $100, $225 with 45 bids for raw copies, and then a $650 9/8 with 30-something bids. Crazy.
Is it Voltron though? If they do Voltron as a live action, isn't that just Power Rangers?
Well, Power Rangers is just Voltron.
I agree with that, but like at this point, they didn't do a live action Voltron first, so it's going to be just Power Rangers.
A little bit. It'll be a little bit, but we'll see. But again, it's not a super like high number of sales. So like I said, it's like 40 to 50. But again, looking at the CGC 9/8 sales, at least to do a quick compare, because raw is too hard to compare. You can't apples to apples like grade, because there's mid grade, high grade. But 9/8, they're $450 on the 23rd of March. Just yesterday, no, the 3rd, $650. So it's kind of jumped up.
Selfishly, I hope they do a live action, because like Voltron toys are like the only one my son plays with now. The only one I have left is the light one. You remember that one?
Well, I still got the big Lego up there to build one of these days.
I know I should have bought that, but I didn't. But like I actually want to get one of these toys for him, so I hope that they do come out with it so we can get him a affordable.
I got one right here on my desk. This is the one I bought my son. He didn't want it anymore, so now it's on my desk.
Nice.
That said, we got a minute left, and this will be our one to kind of look out for, because this came out today.
Yeah.
It smells funny, like we were telling you, but this would be one to watch because, well, we already talked about it quite a bit. So there isn't a lot for us to say on this one now, because we already kind of covered it.
I mean, you get a lot of good stuff in here. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if the relevancy, this is a long-term thing, right? Like a lot of because we get notifications and there's so many people talking on the internet nowadays, everybody wants a quick turn, even if they don't get the price for it. But this one, I think, is going to be a hold.
Yeah, I mean, It's a 1 in 10, so a lot of you can see some prices out there. Mostly right now, it's like 10 to 15 or
He
what's
wasn't out
been
there.
sold, but the asking prices are anywhere in like that 15 to kind of like 20 range a lot of times right now.
And I think there's a decent amount of these out there too. Like just the 5 LCSs I counted, there had a for the 1 in 10s alone. I'm
There's
trying to
3
do
regular
them.
covers.
Yeah, 3, 6. There's 12 1 in 10s totally ordered. So
Wow.
do the math on that.
But there we did. We hit it. 5 minutes. Those were our 5 in 5. I know the clock has started again, but we will take
Good
that
done.
down.
Garmadon is funny. I watched the show. Yes. Yeah. I think it's gonna be like I said, I think it might be a hit. But we'll see.
We'll see where it ends up. But it's a book I like. Like I said, I trust
There's somebody
a lot of
extremely
kids
mad.
like it, and eventually they're going to be spending the money.
There was 2 guys extremely mad that there wasn't any available at the LCS I started at today. So
yeah,
but who knows? I mean, who knows?
Yeah, who knows? It's not a big buy because that's the other good thing. It's only 1 in 10, so it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. I'm not saying no one's saying go buy in at market prices. No one's saying go out and spend $30 for a 1 in 10
I
book or
think
anything
you're
like
gonna be
that.
able. I think it's a book in a couple of years you might even be able to find cheaper than a 1 in 10.
Yeah, just it's just kind of a fun little thing to kind of
Remember,
grab and tuck away.
In your head.